sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me.
Of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Right to the air is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater caught on the right side by Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will wind up a loss on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Open man here is Conklin. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Bridgewater's throw brought in by Watson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. 4 yards the pickup. First down. Bridgewater. Robinson's got it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Bridgewater's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Bridgewater to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jermaine Johnson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And the Jets set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And taken down just shy of the 40. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 14 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. The Jets had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
This pass out wide to Hall. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. There's Hall bringing in another one. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 29. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And able to work his way down to the 16. Ball again on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Rodgers going to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The kick by Gould is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their 1st points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Here's Aaron Jones and the offense trotting back out. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that deep
throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, It seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Caught. It's Wilson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. And if we go back to the last series, remember their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater, the connection here with Nelson Agholor. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Here's Bridgewater. A check down here to Jones. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Bridgewater. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
You have to run the ball on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Here's Jones again on second down. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the second-year man from Louisiana. Here's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Going with a big fullback, Watt. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Derek Watt, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they wouldn't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The general manager of the New York Jets continues to make investments in the receiver room in this draft. 10th overall pick. They invested again, this time with Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State. Great speed, outstanding body control, really goes up and snatches the ball out of the air. Everything that you're looking for in a W.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. From there, let's head off and check out a 2nd game. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucs. George Pickens, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, for the Packers, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
To today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Up the middle, Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
Well, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they work this out past the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Straight ahead is Hall. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
Now Gold for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. An inside give to Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try the right side with Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Now Rodgers not pleased with the setup. He's going to take a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, a run with Hall. They find some open field here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Down to about the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hall again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Green Bay offense now. Right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Hall want to give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A handoff for Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there for 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this from your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They'll run with Hall. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
For a rookie 1st-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Bridgewater. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. On the return is Reed. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Across the middle, he finds Robinson. From the 38, Bridgewater. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. That's a 48-yard line.
Bridgewater again. Completes it to Aguilar. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 33.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater finds his receiver, Watson. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
1st down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go option to the short side. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. A give running right is Hall. 76 yards on the ground for him so far. Here's the 7th play in this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake. What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.
ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping and track out with messed up suspension. I drove